For those of you who go to garage sales looking for bicycles, maybe you can learn a lesson from this giant. See, when you're at a garage sale and you see something you like, but somebody else is looking at it, don't let them know that you want it too, because that puts them in a weird position where they have to make a decision. They have to decide to buy it or not, because they know if they don't buy it, you're gonna buy it. They know that once you buy it, it's gone. So if you're looking at it over their shoulder, even if they were on the fence, now they're definitely gonna buy it. And that's what happened with this giant. I was at a garage sale years ago. Guy wanted $50 for it, which is perfectly acceptable. You know, it's been upgraded with a rock ring and these KKT alloy pedals. It looks like a commuter bike, really. It's got ODI grips on it. But see, my market for bikes is kind of weak up here in the Hudson Valley, so I didn't really want to pay $50 for it, and I was trying to get it for less. But then this other guy comes along and says, well, I'll pay $50 for it. So now I know. I've got no negotiating room, and I've got to either buy it or let him buy it. So basically, by telling the owner that he was interested, this other guy put me in a spot where I had to make a decision. I probably would have walked away from the bike. But now I knew I had no choice. It was either buy it or lose it. Now I decided to be a nice guy, and I turned to the other guy and I said, you know, if you want it for $50, you can have it, because I don't really need it that much. You know, if I'm spending $50, I want to get at least $100 out of it, and even though this bike is easily worth $100, on my local Craigslist, it's a tough sell. So, turns out the other guy who wanted it, he didn't have $50. So I said, well, all right, if you don't have $50, I don't feel guilty about it. So I bought it. But the point is, if you're looking over someone's shoulder at something you want, at a bike you want, or anything else you want, walk away. Let them walk away from it. Because once they walk away, once they leave, oh, he's over here now, then you can swoop in and get it. But if you're looking over his shoulder and you're saying, oh, that's really nice, I really want that, I'd pay $50 for it, then it's going to amplify that person's desire. It's going to put them on the spot. It's going to force them to make a decision, and they're going to buy it even if they weren't before. So that's just my little yard selling tip. If you want something and someone else is looking at it, keep your mouth shut. Now, part 2, if you're a flipper, flip things quickly. See, I bought this bike like literally 5-6 years ago, and it's been sitting in my living room ever since. If I had flipped it immediately, I probably could have gotten 80, 100, maybe even $125 out of it, depending on, you know, where I'd sold it. But now, it's November. 5 years later. It's like 35 degrees out right now. So I paid $50 for this bike and sat on it for 5 years. Not as an investment, but just because I was procrastinating, or I just kind of lost track of it. So I sat on this bike for 5 years. It's been cluttering up my house, taking up space, and I'm probably going to end up getting $50 for it. So I waited 5 years to make $0, and I spent an hour cleaning it yesterday, putting air in the tires. It was dirty. It's got this really great smoked chrome. I'm not sure if it, you know, in the video it's probably coming off as black, but it's kind of like this grayish, dark gray chrome color. It's fantastic. But this bike, nobody around here wants something like this. I mean, there's 100 guys in the city of Newburgh right now who would love to have it, but they don't want to pay for it. They want it for $20 or for free. Fair enough. But for me to get like 150 out of it, 100, forget it. It's not going to happen. So it might have happened a week after I bought it, Back then I was doing trading with this other guy, and he would trade me like guitars and stuff. But now, lesson 2 on the Giant. Lesson 1, yard sale etiquette. If you're looking at something and someone else is looking at it, or if someone's looking at something, leave them alone until they walk away and then go grab it. Lesson 2, in the flipping game, that's a shout out to the Craigslist hunter. He always calls it the game. If you're gonna succeed in this game, flip the stuff as quickly as possible, unless you're speculating and waiting for, you know, prices to rebound or whatever. Don't sit on a bike for 5 years and then make $0 on it. That's just stupid. And lesson 3 about this bike, it has adorable little fenders on it. Look at them, aren't they cute? And you can see me. Look, hi me. So that, the Giant IGUANA, yard sale etiquette, flipping tips, and cute little fenders, all wrapped up into one fantastic package on which I'm gonna make $0. Thanks for watching.